This is Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Ravage, right here on the left, obviously. Um, he's a great character on the film, and offhand, Hasbro I think did a pretty good job with the figure. But before we get to the figure, let me just show off some of my Ravages in my collection. Here is the Alternators Ravage, the Walmart exclusive Jaguar Ravage. The Ravage is a robotic Jaguar, and in this situation, he does transform into a real Jaguar. This is G1, my G1 Ravage. Universe Ravage, which comes with a Universe Hound. This is the Henkei version. Just, show that off. Henkei version with darker legs. And this is the lovable Robot Heroes Ravage that comes with Optimus Prime. Okay, let me get rid of the other Ravages so we can focus on the Revenge of the Fallen Ravage. Okay, here he is, trying to reach for the sky. Let me just position him back down on all fours. This figure comes packaged in his Jaguar mode, or robotic cat mode, and he is great just in the packaging. And when you take him out, he is even better, in my opinion. This is a well-designed toy in one mode. We'll get to his alt mode later on, but just in this mode, this figure is just spectacular. There's really not much you can say about it. This is an amazing figure. It's darker in toy mode. It's black with metallic highlights of indigo, purple, algae, sapphire blue. I mean, some highlights here and there. It's like sprayed on very well, very neatly. I really like it. In the movie, he's a little bit more silver than black, but as you can see with G1, he is black more than silver, and I think it's a nice touch that they've kept the toy's colors as close to G1 as possible. And some of the designs on this figure is a lot of G1 inspired. The guns on his hips, I guess they're G1. He's very feline. That's about it. Big changes did happen, obviously. He's got one eye now with a decent amount of light piping. I guess half light piping, if there's such a thing. Only half his eyes lit up. I don't know. Okay. There's a lot more spikes on him. It's as if his vertebrae was just pulled inside out, giving him a very prehistoric look. His tail is now a barb, which I would have liked to see being used in the film, perhaps I think he did use it to slash Bumblebee. I'm not sure, but it's a good touch. I mean, because of transformation, you can pull out one of the barbs, one of the spikes, and make it into like a dagger. But it's better this way as a three-pronged barb. It's very nice. I'm just amazed with the detail of this figure. When pictures first came out, I thought this was going to be a very static figure, but because of his articulation, it turns out to be a very good figure. Talking about the articulation, I'm going to start with the Mech Alive gimmick. It's the head movement. If you push it forward, it closes. If you push it backward, it opens. As he moves forward, the ears move back, and the jaw drops, which is nice. And I'm pretty glad Hasbro didn't put it on springs. I mean, you could keep them closed and open. If they had put them on springs, I would have been very annoyed, because I'd like Ravage to have his mouth agape or open, about to chomp on someone. Articulation, again, as I said, is very good. The shoulders go forward and backward because of transformation. It's on a ball joint, so it does do it can go 360, go in and out. Elbows bend. and the paws do bend up and down. Same thing on the other side. It just doesn't move forward and backward. Just rotates 360 on a ball joint, and it's double jointed elbows or knees here and here, and the paws do rotate because of transformation. He has waist articulation. I'm not even sure why they put that in there, but I guess it's fine. So he can jump sidewards, I guess, but not necessary. Uh, the tail does move inward and upward because of transformation. The second joint does move up and down and rotate 360. The tip and rotate 360. The tip of the tail, the barb, is on a ball joint. And that's about it. Very, very nice. Oh, I forgot to mention he has a purple Decepticon symbol. I'm happy it's purple and not silver, making it very true to the G1 Ravage. Probably the only drawback I have of this figure, in terms of, well, it's probably his lack of lateral articulation. And what I mean is, his head does not move sidewards, left and right. And it's a bit of a drawback to me because the only way you can pose him is facing front or 3/4 a bit. I wanted to pose him looking either left or right, and I was hoping that the waist articulation would address that, but it didn't. I was hoping the waist would allow him to move sidewards, but I guess it was too much to ask. And yeah, so that kind of lateral articulation is a little bit lacking for me. And lastly, the tail. Uh, Tail just moves up to this point, and that's it. It becomes very difficult to pose him upward because the tail is going to hit the ground. Okay, other than that, this is an amazing figure. I really recommend this figure. Uh, just for the paint application and the detail, I reckon a lot of people are going to get this figure. For those who have not been disappointed with his alt mode, I think they'll get him. I mean, this Panther mode, this Jaguar mode, more than makes up for his lackluster alt mode. And I guess we should go now to his alt mode. A little bit more Mecha Live features right there. His alt mode, I think, is a forced mode that's not been done by the designers, just to give him make him a legitimate transformer. He has to transform into something. So they turned him into a comet or a ship or a re-entry meteorite or whatever. Very easy. Transform him. Just put his head back to its original position. Fold the arms toward. Wait. Just close his hands and fold the arms towards his face, as though he's covering up, like so. And then what you want to do is open his chest. So, and then you collapse his feet and legs, detach that joint, that notch over there, and he's got another inner joint that will allow you to fold his feet upward. And then these hip joints are supposed to lock in place with these holes onto the halves of his belly, but they don't. They just, don't you just be frustrated trying to do that, but they don't. They just sort of sit there, and that's it. And then lastly, the tail, point the gray barb outward and then position it this way, and that is it. Oh, sorry, the guns, just move them forward and then open the wings. He looks more like an insect than a re-entry mode, and that's it. That's his alt mode, Ravage's alt mode. Not too exciting, but it is there, I guess, just to make him a legitimate transformer. But I hardly think this is necessary. I'm happy just having him in Jaguar mode, and I will probably get 2 of him. I have another one coming in a couple of days, and he's probably going to be staying in Jaguar mode in package, and this one's going to be displayed Jaguar mode out of package. I highly recommend him. I think he's a good purchase, if just for the Jaguar mode alone. So there you have it, Revenge of the Fallen, Ravage. Thanks for watching.